to News at 9. I'm Rupert Watersboro.
And I'm Huey Lewis.
We have some interesting stories for you this morning. Recently, it's been discovered that President Lincoln's bones have been found inside the Lincoln statue. How it got there, nobody knows.
Now go.
Thanks, Huey. I'm here outside of Lentz Hall, about to interview these protesters. And here we have one of our protesters, Jock Butterstein.
I'm Jock Butterstein here with Occupy Carthage.
What is your purpose here today, sir?
Right now, what we're doing at Occupy Carthage is trying to make a better life for the students. Do I know what I'm doing? I don't know. Did God know what he was doing when he was creating the human race? I don't think so, because there's a lot of people out there with a lot of flaws. Trying to get free tuition, free room and board, free... Do I know what I'm doing here? Not really. Heard about this on Twitter. Thought I'd come down, skip some class, hang out. I'm out here doing my part. Got my megaphone. That's all that matters. Free food, free drinks. Yeah, trying to cut down the cost 100% of college.
So, sir, what do you feel about the movement Occupy Carthage?
I just don't know.
I can't talk to you right now. What are your feelings about Occupy Carthage?
I think it's really fascinating. I think it's a good movement. It's really interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of it. I don't know what you're talking about.
And there you have it, the students' feelings. So, ma'am, how do you feel about the movement Occupy Carthage?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds good if we're occupying things at Carthage.
Now, sir, why are you the only one left here?
Well, it seems that my fellow occupiers didn't really see that the cause was worth staying for. Unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. What,
Occupy Carthage, 2012. The Scylla 262, A-Town down, that's what I'm about, I keeps it real.
As Occupy Carthage continues to shrink in numbers, it also continues to become more obscure and superfluous. Will Occupy Carthage make a difference? Probably not. Back to you, Walter.
Sounds good if we're occupying things at Carthage.
Now, sir, why are you the only one left here?
Well, it seems that my fellow occupiers didn't really see that the cause was worth staying for. Unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. What,
Occupy Carthage, 2012. The Scylla 262, A-Town down, that's what I'm about, I keeps it real.
As Occupy Carthage continues to shrink in numbers, it also continues to become more obscure and superfluous. Will Occupy Carthage make a difference? Probably not. Back to you, Walter.
How interesting. Really, it seems like they're making a difference out there, don't you think?
I don't care. Right now for our top story, Friends with Benefits. Huey sits down for this interview. Shouldn't you get going, Huey?
Shouldn't you get going? Whose name is up here?
It's like this every time, every day. Oh, I'm Huey. You know what? It's bullshit, Bob. This is bullshit. I need a new co-anchor. I need a new co-anchor.
Sorry, Rupert. We're still working on it.
You know what? You've been saying that for 6 years, Bob.
I made this station. This is my news. Look, I didn't mean it, okay? You're a good anchor. Look, if you're not going to talk to me, I'm just going to go to this interview and we'll talk about this later. All right? Interview's this way. Sorry to keep you waiting, Professor.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Sorry, I had the Baja burrito for breakfast,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm late.
Oh, it's okay. I have nowhere to be anyway.
All right, thanks for joining me, Professor Seamus Ogatskevsky.
Sure.
I see here you're from
Yale.
Yale.
Yes.
Is that in the United States?
Yes.
It is. Okay. I have never heard of it.
Oh, it's very prestigious.
Very prestigious, okay, of course.
Okay.
But all that Yale talk aside, what we're really here to talk about, of course, Professor, is friends with benefits.
Yes,
You contend that there are numerous physical, social, religious, psychological, biological, there's a lot of benefits from it.
That is true.
Currently.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you see, a lot of people think that there are very big problems with friends with benefits, and they say that somehow it causes people to trivialize the men and women around them as nothing more than sexual objects, which of course is just preposterous. There are so many upsides to having friends with benefits, I can't even begin to tell you all of them.
I had a friend with benefits once. That's how I got my first. Is gonorrhea? Gonorrhea's an STD?
Yes.
That was my first STD. So I am not exactly on board with all this friends with benefits stuff.
Yes, well, you know, in college these things just tend to happen. It's okay. No, it is completely permissible. You see, in college, the way it happens is that you will find a young man and a young woman at a party, and they will be very much attracted to each other, and they will want to do the bang bang. And what eventually things will lead to another, and they don't want a relationship, they just want to bang bang. So, you know, that is the relationship in which they enter into. It's still a relationship, it's just not formally called dating.
It is gonorrhea.
Well, yes, but that could also happen in dating. People seem to forget that. See, it could happen anywhere. It could happen at a party, it could happen in the cafeteria, in class, it could happen in the library, it could happen on the beach, it could happen in a cafe, in a porta potty. I've seen it happen in a horse track. One time I saw it even happen at a space shuttle launch. I know I saw it in a Carl's Jr. one time, but I don't know if I've ever seen it in a Hardee's. I know they're owned by the same brand.
First of all, what were you doing in a Carl's Jr.? Second of all, what are these people doing in these places?
Of course, sir. See, that's what friends with benefits do. They get together, they have sex, they do the bang bang, and it's good for everybody. Everybody, you know, they really get to have a good time.
And you don't think there's anything wrong with
Nothing,
having multiple
nothing at all.
sexual partners?
Listen. I've had many friends with benefits of my own, and I'll
I
tell
find
you.
that very surprising,
I
sir.
will tell you why I do it, and I will use a metaphor because that's my favorite way of teaching in my classes.
Of course it is.
Now, imagine that you go to Applebee's and you don't know what appetizer to get. So, what do you do in that?
Well, first of all, sir, I would never be caught dead at an Applebee's.
Exactly! You get the sampler platter. That's because, you know, you don't know if you want the mozzarella sticks or the potato skins or the buffalo wings, so you say, why don't I have them all? And that's something that friends with benefits let you do.
That's disgusting.
Sir, you're missing the point. That's the metaphor. It could be at a Fridays. Does it work better if it's at a Fridays?
Don't you think that friends with benefits really undermines monogamy? It really objectifies women.
Everybody who says that, that's just a load of hogwash. See, I sleep with plenty of women who are just friends, but here's the thing, my wife doesn't even care about it.
Your wife? You have a wife? And she doesn't care? She doesn't care, she doesn't know.
Doesn't know, doesn't care, what does it matter?
That is disgusting, Professor. Those are interns, and you are a disgusting old man. Alright, let's move on to some interview questions, okay? Favorite color?
Blue, I suppose.
Well, that concludes our interview. Back to you, Huey. Doing all right?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm alright.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight, Carthage. I'm Huey Lewis.
And I'm Rupert Watersboro.
And this was your news at 9.
Stay classy, Carthage.
In state class, it's my line. Rupert!